Hi again. I wanted to create a tutorial today to show you how I created my About Me slideshow and how you can add it to your site so that your parents and your students can get to know a little bit about you. So the first thing I did was create my template in PowerPoint. And what I am going to do for you is I will upload these into Google Slides with my identifying information obviously out of there. So I just put in my schools here, but I will make all of these little sections blank in case, and I'll take my family picture out, of course, in case you want to use them. So after I made it in PowerPoint, I just exported it as PNGs, saving every slide of that. And then I'm going to go right on over into Google Sites, and I'm going to just create a new presentation. And I'm going to add each of those slides as my backgrounds. Now you can do this two ways. You can click backgrounds and choose image and insert your slides. I like to work smarter, not harder. So I have Slides Toolbox down the add-on on my slides, and I am then able to import and create slides from my images. And this is just going to make it so I do not have to do image by image. I am able to select that whole thing. I'm just making sure I'm choosing the right one. There we go. The whole slideshow into slides, and it's going to go ahead and upload those for me and put them as my backgrounds. If you are choosing to use my template, this part will already be done for you. But if you do create your own template in PowerPoint, this is just a step you'll need to do because you want to make sure they are the backgrounds of your slides so that people can't be going around clicking and making changes to your slides. All right, so now that is uploaded, I'm just going to get rid of that top one, and I'm just going to name this Meet Your Teacher. Now in the middle here, I put in a GIF of myself. You can do that, or you can just put in an image of yourself right in the middle. And we want these to be clickable. And I just realized this says click here instead of, which one's missing? Contact, favorites, family experience. So I'm just going to go ahead and fix that. So instead of this saying click here, it needs to say experience. Oops. And I'm just going to go ahead and export just that first slide. So I can change this to save slide, current slide only. And I'm going to just go ahead and fix that background. I'm not sure quite how that happens. There we go. So now that slide is going to be my background slide. So you can see nothing on here can be moved or messed with. I want now there to be clickable things for each of these things. So I'm going to go ahead and just add in circles on top of my other circles. I'm going to change them to transparent. So you can see, now you can't see them. And I'm just going to create a copy, move it over here, create another copy, move it down here. And these are going to become my clickable links. Just like that. So now when people click experience, I want it to go to my experience slide, and I can see that that is slide 5. So in order to make that go to slide 5, I'm going to go right up here to my tools. Notice I have this clicked to my tools up here, and I'm going to click the link. I'm going to click slides in this presentation, and I want it to go to slide 5. I'm going to do this for each of them. So favorites is slide 3. Click the link, choose slide 3. Family is slide 4. And then contact info is slide 2. So now those are all there. I also want a little home button on each of these so that they can get back to the beginning. So I'm going to go ahead and insert an image, and I'm just going to find a home icon here. There we go. And anytime they click this, it's going to bring them back to that first page. So I'm going to go ahead and link that back to the first slide. I'm going to copy it. So Command C, Command V, Command V, Command V. So it is all set up. So you can see now, if I'm in present mode, pretend that your picture's there, and they click favorites, it's going to bring them to the favorites page. They click home, brings them back. Family, home, experience, home, contact info, home. So now how do we get this onto our site so that it's easy for families to be able to use? That's what I'm going to show you next. So there are a couple of ways you can do this. I'm going to show you the way I like to do it so that it's a little streamlined. So I'm just going to grab this, or first I'm going to share it. I want to make sure people can see it. You're going to want to change it from your school, if it's set to your school, to anyone with the link can view it. And I'm going to click copy link. I'm going to go over to my site, and I want it on my first page. I'm going to go ahead and insert, and I'm going to embed. I'm going to embed it by its URL. Now, here's the thing. When we do that, you see how it's kind of funky. I want it to be with these options. So preview, RM equals minimal. And that's going to make it so that there's no title down here, and there's going to be no other things for them to play around with. And I want it to be the whole page, and I'm going to go ahead and click insert. So you can see there it is, and you just grab those dots and you can move it up. So now when it is in publish mode, right, the people will be able to click through. Notice there's none of that those weird options at the bottom. Experience, contact info, and whatnot. So I hope that helped. You definitely don't need to be this extra. You could put a Google Doc in here, or you could put a PDF about yourself. You could just insert text boxes about yourself, anything to get your students to know a little bit about you. This is just one method of doing it with a slideshow. Please do not hesitate to reach out if you have any questions.